Guys,
Come
first off,
on.
welcome back in to BBN Unfiltered. I can't think of a better introduction video than a little Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch to celebrate what I mean. We all know the Milan Momcilovic commitment was huge. It was drug out for days. So much news coming out every minute. EB, was this one worse? Was there more just intensity in the situation? I mean, it, I feel like it was just because of the ruling. It's where I had to go to
Yeah.
court, right?
Yeah. I agree. Because of the ruling, also because school starts so soon, it did create a
Yeah,
lot of pressure. It did.
yeah. I mean, guys, no excuses anymore. We have no excuses. Kentucky basketball has zero excuses, double zero. I'm talking.
Yes.
We have the lineup that we wanted at every position, at every one.
Yes.
I mean, we really do. We really do. I mean, tell us first off, this whole commitment thing. I want to give credit to Elijah because at the time I was picking up my kids from my parents' house. For you guys that follow me, and I put up a story and said it's a picture of me and my wife, and she said, "You're not doing anything else BBN unfiltered related until we go out, go on a date, at least go out to eat, hang out for a little bit." And I said, "Done, deal. Let's go. Let's go early because he might commit tonight, so we so we can do a show." So we did.
Exactly.
So we did. So now I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear, and we can keep it rolling with coverage for BBN Unfiltered. So I want to give Elijah credit. The first tweet or anything that I found, you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, was at 7:02 that Mark Mitchell had committed. Okay, keep that in mind. 7:02, and I just want to show y'all. Elijah did his job today. He texted me at 7:03. Mark Mitchell has committed. It is official. There we go. There we go. I mean, here's living proof that my
Gotta
boy
do my job.
EB
Gotta do my job.
did his job. Boy, look at that. First off, man, that's slick. I mean, that's a look right
That
there.
is slick.
That is
I'm
a
telling
look.
you.
I mean, I thought I was good looking. Shoot, man. So, man, we've all been waiting for this. We've all been waiting for it. We knew it was coming. Um, I'm just glad we didn't have to wait until tomorrow. Like
I
we all
agree.
thought it could happen
Ooh,
yesterday. I thought it could happen yesterday. You definitely thought it did. We all were like, okay,
yeah.
he's ruled. Okay, there's temporary injunction or whatever. He's now clear to go into the portal. Okay, man, it's gonna happen right now. It's gonna happen within minutes. Elijah, you texted me today and said it's likely that pretty much every commitment from here on out in college basketball is going to go similarly because there's just so much to
Yes.
negotiate and there's so many loopholes that these guys have to go through, and that whatever school they're committing to, that the whole NIL negotiation. I mean, dude, I can't imagine. Just it's too much. It's too much. That
Yeah.
whole process, they need to fix it somehow. I don't know the answer, but let's figure it out. Somebody figure it out.
Somebody's got to do something.
At some point, you would imagine so. So,
Yeah.
dude, so let's go over our lineup. Kentucky lineup. We're looking at
Yeah.
Zoom Diallo, Alex Wilkins, Milan Momcilovic, Mark Mitchell, and Malachi Moreno. That's first off, that's a Cal roster. That's a Cal starting five.
It is.
Super
That's a
athletic,
monster starting five.
super athletic, killer shooters, creators. You have every piece that you need, to score offensively in any manner that you want to. from the outside, from mid range, from getting down low with Mitchell and Malachi,
Yeah.
and then you got
I
coming off the bench Justin McBride, Uzi. Um, we have weapons on the bench that could easily be starters,
oh, yeah.
right? I mean,
I would
we do.
yeah. Oh, definitely. I would love to see a large lineup too. I would love to see, like,
They're all
them play McBride
that's our only option is large, right?
like, the backup, like, as, like but we've got a few, like, options, like, lineups we could throw out there as at the secondary lineup. Like, I would love to see them throw, like, McBride at the 3, Cam at the 2, like, Uzi at the 4, and
Yeah,
Ketning at the 5. Like, that would look ridiculous. Ridiculous. The smallest person on the court would be Mason Williams or Jerome Morton, your point guard.
yeah.
Everybody else is 6'7" or larger. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. It really is. And it's not like our big guys don't have the ability to put the ball on the ground and create, with the exception of
Yeah.
Malachi and Frank. And we don't expect them to. We don't really want them to. We have enough pieces that can do that. And then
Yes.
you got Milan Momcilovic, who is statistically the best 3-point shooter in college basketball. With all those weapons, with all the athleticism, guys that can get to the rim and create space, you got the best shooter in college. You have the biggest team in college, the longest team. There's no reason. I mean, we have set ourselves up. The pieces are there to make a Final Four run. If we can get it going,
Yes.
if we can get, if things start clicking, and guys, like, don't expect it to be clicking immediately, but worry if we're not clicking by January, okay? But I'm telling you, I think this team will be clicking by early December. I really do. What do you think, Elijah?
I think Pope has set the team up this year really well to build up that momentum like they did in the first year.
Yeah,
In the second year, we had a hard schedule, like, pretty immediately. Like, it was pretty immediate that we were facing great teams. This year, we have a more of a buildup, like, we've got more cupcake teams for there to be a to get a to for these guys to get a rhythm, basically, you know?
yeah,
You've got cupcake teams, local Kentucky teams to literally bring the guys off of the bench and say, we need everybody to start getting warm. Like, everybody's got to get going
yeah.
because we
And then
genuinely do
you always
need
got
that.
your exhibition games. You always got your
Yeah.
blue white game, whatever. I think for like specifically playing at Kentucky, just getting used to playing in Rupp, getting used to playing in Rupp, and just and feeling that,
Yes.
okay, now I'm on the big stage type deal. Because obviously you play in practice, you play your exhibitions, but you don't really feel it until that first meaningful game hits. I mean, we saw it for those of y'all that remember the John Wall DeMarcus Cousins team. John Wall had to hit a fadeaway mid-range left. It was between the 3-point line and the paint jump shot against Miami, Ohio, to win. Miami, Ohio. Okay, guys. So, like, if this team doesn't
Yeah.
come out and just spank some of the few first teams by 40, relax. It's gonna be okay. It can be okay. We had DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall who barely beat Miami, Ohio. So, and so many Cal teams that really struggled in the very beginning.
Yes.
But you know what? What sticks out for me? Those Cal teams were young teams, inexperienced guys that never
Yeah.
played in college. We got guys who are tenured in college. Some have played, most have played, a couple of them haven't yet. But the ones that haven't, they're 22 and 23 years old
Yeah.
with Uzi, right? So, like, the maturity
Well,
is there.
besides Braden.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, him too. But he's been around. He's been around so much. Like,
Yeah, he's
It's
been
not
in the
like he doesn't
program.
know what to expect, right? Right. That's another one, Braden Hawthorne. Like, come on, man. We have some weapons.
He,
We
I,
have
oh
some nasty
dog,
weapons, man.
I'm telling you, this could like the way that we have set ourselves up this year. It's really to talk about. Do we want to talk about Mark Mitchell? Do we want to get into Mark Mitchell?
Let's do it. Let's hit Marky Mark. Lead it off.
All right. So Mark Mitchell, I have all of his stats from 2022 when he was a freshman to 2005, 2026 this past season. He started off at Duke really light, you guys. He only averaged 9.1 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.2 assists a game. Really light. And he was at Duke. He was one of their premier power forwards. Like he was supposed to be one of
Yeah.
their really good guys. That next season, he averages 11.6 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. So he's obviously up in the points category, but he's also grabbing more rebounds. I do, after watching film, see that he does considerably get more aggressive in that second season at Duke than he was that first season. But
Yeah.
from that season at Duke to his first year at Mizzou in 2024 and 2025, he goes from averaging 11.6 points at Duke to 13.9 points at Mizzou on 4.6 rebounds, which is a reduction from Duke, but
Yeah.
on 1.9 assists. So he was facilitating significantly more. And then in this next season, his senior season, he absolutely jumped off of the page. He went from averaging 13.9 points to 18.3 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, and 3.6 assists a game. He
Yeah.
became a great facilitator this past season. And that is something that if we're going to be a Final Four contending team, he needs to be a facilitator. He has become a great facilitator in this senior season, and that's something Mark
Yeah.
Pope is going to ask for.
Yeah. Like our second facilitator, that's our big guy, right? And here's kind of what I'm thinking. So you noticed how his rebounds kind of took a hit when he got to Mizzou. Mizzou plays a 5 out. They play a complete
Yes.
5 out. So my guess is that there's one or two offensive rebounds that he probably just wasn't in position to get every game because at Duke
Yeah.
he was because they don't play that style. When you play a 5 out, it's a true. If you watch the clips, I'm going to play some. A 5 out's a five
Yeah.
out. Everyone is beyond the 3-point line, around the 3-point line. And if you don't get yourself in a position when the shot goes up, well, then you're not going to get that rebound. So I think that's why his rebound numbers dipped when he got to Mizzou. Just straight
I
up,
agree.
just thinking about, okay, why would that happen if he's still playing, starters minutes? Well, there you go, because you're not around the rim as much, right? Like
Yes.
39% 3-point shooting last year is the number I
Yes.
got. Am I right on that?
You are correct.
So you have to honor it. You have to honor it. Anything
You
between
have to
35 and
honor it.
40%, dude, I mean, you have to honor it, which means the big that's guarding him, he can't sag in. He cannot sag in the paint, which creates lanes for Zoom and Wilkins to work. And when those lanes, and all you need is a half a step or 2 steps to where, dude, like, you got someone who can truly create, and you got weapons on the wings that are ready to, and you got a flare screens going on over here and a back screen going on there, and then Malachi ready to tip in whatever's missed. Dude, I mean, come on.
I mean,
We could be, I think, as far as like stats, when it comes down to offense, we should be a pretty nasty offense and putting up some points. Like
we
we're
should be top. We should be top 10 offense in the country, if not top, with the amount of points per game that we put up. Hope has said he is not. Hope said he's not worried about our offense at all right now. It was
Not
our
with-
defense, and we just and we just added Mark Mitchell. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Again,
that was I was worried about Uzi at the power forward as well when it came to like the physicality of the teams that we're going to play, not just in the SEC but in our non-conference too. So adding, Mark Mitchell, who's 6'9", 230 pounds, and has a 7'2" wingspan at the power forward, that is this late in the game. You couldn't ask for anybody better than that. A 5-star out of the portal.
I agree. You said 5-star. You said 5-star. Mark Mitchell makes me think of a 5-star that we had back in the day, a 5-star that I actually played against in AAU a long time ago, by the name of Terrence Jones. You guys in the chat, I saw it and it was coming. He reminds me of Terrence. I'm not saying he plays exactly like, guys, for player comparisons, it's more or less it's height and weight, the way that they move on the court, and the tools that they have offensively and defensively. Will all of those match up? No, not 100%, but a lot of them do match up when you're looking at Mark Mitchell and Terrence Jones. So I'm gonna pull this up. I put this out yesterday, and I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, and he's left-handed, right? He's left-handed. I'm sitting there thinking, dude,
he sure is.
He kind of reminds me of Terrence Jones. So I made this image. And said, man, hear me out. Mark Mitchell could be a Terrence Jones level type player. Now, Terrence Jones played on 2 different Kentucky teams that had a lot of firepower. So when you look at TJ's stats, they're not like crazy amounts because he didn't have to do as much. Now I would say that Terrence Jones was a lot more physical, was a little bit better defensively. He had a knack for finding the ball and getting and blocking shots that I don't think Mark Mitchell is there just yet, but he could be. He's the same size, the same weight.
Yeah.
They both move. I would say Terrence Jones might be a little bit more agile and probably put the ball on the floor a little bit more than Mark Mitchell does. But I've seen it. I mean, he's shown the ability to. And when you have as much space as we're talking about with the shooters that are around, he'll have a chance to do it and prove himself, right? So, I mean, y'all tell me, think of a better comparison. Somebody give me a better comparison. And I'm just thinking, obviously, from someone that played at Kentucky. You can't say Julius Randle because Julius never shot from the outside. You got
if we want to talk about like some things that Mark Mitchell is better at than Terrence Jones, I would say he's a better facilitator than Terrence Jones is. He has a lot better court vision, in my opinion. He is looking to get an assist just as much as he's looking for his one-on-one situations. By the way, guys, he's in the 99th percentile for one-on-one situations in college basketball. Guys, he is a mismatch hunter. He is looking for a mismatch. If he sees the person across from him is dog food, he is going at them. That is another reason why he is such a great get for Mark Pope, because I feel like he has not had that type of guy at the power forward spot yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I think he fits in. I think he fits in so well with the guys we already have. Like I
agree
with Malachi.
Yeah,
Frank. I mean, these guys, just all of them. They have that demeanor and that killer instinct that in particular, I harp on so much on this show. I think we're going to see it this year, guys, and I think we're going to see it at the maximum level. I really do. And I would agree. Like, there's a reason why in Terrence Jones' stats here that assist is not in the column, because I looked at it, it was like 0.9, something like that. I mean, he was lucky to get 1 assist. And again, that wasn't really his game, and like you said, that's one difference between the two. I didn't see On the flip side, Mark Mitchell's shot blocking ability, that number was very low as well.
It was very low.
Yeah, defensively, you know,
it was like 0.9.
But he has the potential to do it.
Yeah.
He has the potential to do it, and he played for at Missouri, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So in theory, I mean, he's going to be most of the time he's going to be guarding someone who's right around the same height, if not a little bit shorter at times, and I'd say more athletic.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, if y'all can think of a better comparison, drop it in the chat. I would love to hear it. And I love Terrence Jones especially on that championship team. There was just so many pieces. Obviously, Anthony Davis, right? And you think of AD, and we know that we won that title that year, but dude, we had a second-year Deron Lamb, a second-year Terrence Jones, a senior Darius Miller. It was just like it was the perfect storm, and it was a combination.
It was.
I don't know. I mean, aside from the 2015 team, he had returners, and he had a senior on that team who won that title. Think about that. Think about the one title that Cal won at Kentucky. He had a senior and 2 5-star sophomores, along with probably the best player to ever come to Kentucky and play. I mean, and Anthony Davis. So, yeah, I mean, Joe says Final Four bust. Man, I can't say bust. I can't say bust, but Final Four potential, 1,000%, absolutely. This team can make it.
I have like a ceiling and a floor, guys, for our segment during the end of when we talk about Mark Mitchell. We will talk about where like the floor is really, because let's be like, guys, we don't know what the hell's going to happen during this season. Like, genuinely, we don't. Like,
if we really did, I would be I promise you, by the end of the year, I'll be a very rich guy. And so
I'm about to say I'd be.
You can predict the future.
But I think we can have like a reasonable estimation of if everything went wrong, where would, like, not, God forbid, we're not talking about injuries, but if things don't click right, where would this team go?
Okay, so we're gonna hit that next, but real quick, let's take a look at some Mark Mitchell highlights,
please,
and then we'll look at some Terrence Jones highlights, and then y'all tell me if it makes sense or not.
12-0 Missouri blitz, 2.5 minutes into the game. Mitchell left open. Oh, Mitchell! He's already got 8. So he's got 8 of Alabama's 17. He's hit 3 of his first 4. Mitchell! Count it! And the foul!
If you don't communicate on the defensive end, you will pay in this league. 2 defenders for Alabama got mixed up.
Great pass. Yep, there's Mitchell underneath. Got it to Arena MC. He's got your Sunbelt jersey. Oh, a little razzle-dazzle here. Mitchell gets everybody flying. How did that go in?
First row.
Well, you mentioned Philon's got to be good today. Oh, Mitchell, he hit one earlier. New 20 for the Tigers. Now what's loose? This is Mitchell. Oh, it leads him in the offense here. Number 1 in the white.
And now you come in with Warwick, who's a big-time scorer. Great pass again.
Mitchell again on that same play, son. Bama here, by the way, so it'll stay with the Tigers.
There's the back screen by Grill up top. They went over it. You can't, at least when you guard somebody, they can't just go through you. They can go around you, but not through. Another turnover, and here come the Tigers.
Mitchell, lead feed.
Got Missouri on a run.
Today, it's been the scoring. Wow, partner, this has been a fascinating first half. 55 for Missouri and counting. Mitchell scores 12 in the first half.
Last 2 possessions, it's Mark Mitchell on the defensive end. Alabama has not been able to score over.
Mitchell just boom, one of the better home court advantages in college basketball this year. Lob it inside to Mitchell. Mitchell, it's a deep post catch.
Any of it.
No, 27, 5:50 to go.
Here's a matchup that's been difficult all night long.
Devontae leaning on Mitchell. He spins, goes up with the... Well, after...
Guys, you know what sticks out to me is finishing with physicality, finishing through contact, using his length as well, but being able to control his body and still finish. I mean, there's a couple and ones there, right? There was a couple times where he got the ball at the three-point line or right around the horn, to where he took a dribble or two, made a little spin, but he can create for himself. Now, that was in a 5-out offense, to where everyone else was kind of just trying to clear out so he could just go ISO ball. I get that, but there's going to be a little bit of that effect because of how many weapons we have on the offensive end. So whenever he wants, if we're like, hey, if there is that mismatch that you're talking about, so we're like, dude, this dude just can't guard you. At that point, feed the studs. Feed the studs and go to work.
Feed the studs.
Go to work. We can feed the studs in football, and we're going to, but we can also feed the studs on the hardwood. And I have all confidence in the world that Mark Pope is planning on doing that. With this team, it could be nasty. It could really be something just fun to watch. I mean, straight up, fun to watch. And we deserve that. Kentucky fans, we deserve something fun to watch. But real quick, before we exit the comparison, let's watch a little bit of TJ real quick.
Off the side, the back shot clock. Now Terrence Jones does a much better job of getting to the shot hand. And another block shot, this one by Terrence Jones.
6 to shoot for Kentucky. Teague to Terrence Jones, hand in his face. Jones hoists it right over the 6'9" Johnny O'Brien III. Hand right in his face. Terrence Jones, 10-4 Kentucky. Yeah, if Terrence Jones makes that kind of a jump, Kentucky would be a really scary team. And there's Terrence Jones with a block shot on Turner.
Well, and that's the thing with this year's team. It's different than last year's team. He's not going to score as many finishing. Again, not over-explosive with the two-handed dunk, but still got the job done.
Correct. And second bucket for Hamilton to go along with 2 rebounds.
That move right there, Mark Mitchell.
Attempts, opponents have taken 132 free throws, while LSU's only taken 79. That's a minus 53.
Okay. Did y'all see that? The way that he moves on offense is he might be a half step to a step quicker than Mark Mitchell. But it's the exact same movement and the way that he goes and finishes and uses his length and his physicality to get the shot off. At a high percentage, I believe he shot 50-something% from the field. And 1 out of 2, I'll take that. I'll take 1 out of 2. So, yeah, the player comp, obviously, Terrence Jones, way better shot blocker. That was one of his strengths. Defensively, a little bit better. Mark Mitchell, I think, probably has some more offensive weapons. Okay.
I agree.
So we want to talk a little bit about, Elijah, what you said, what our floor and our ceiling could look like. I'll let you go ahead and lead that, and we will go from there.
All right. So in terms of what our ceiling is, guys, I think we all know that our ceiling is a national championship. That is very evident by the amount of talent that we have, not just as our starters, but now on the bench as well, having Usman Njai coming off of the bench, having Justin McBride coming off of the bench, having Cam Williams coming off of the bench, having Mason Williams coming off of the bench. I'm so excited to see Mason play. But we have so much talent and so much depth now. There's no excuse why our ceiling should not be a national championship. Now, if we want to talk about what our floor looks like for this ceiling, in my opinion, I think our floor should be a Sweet 16. like if we do not,
Yeah.
with the amount of talent that we have, go at least to the Sweet 16, like this will be a failure in my eyes. Like genuine with
Yeah.
the amount of talent,
Yeah,
we're
I
not
agree.
gonna see another 5th-year player like this come around and be added to your roster at the last minute like this. Like you saw how high he was rated on 24/7 Sports and on 3. He is a top, but they had him rated top 6. I think he's better
Yeah,
than
he was
Keyshawn
number
Hall, so
6.
I'm gonna rate him top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's better than Keyshawn, so I'm rating him top 5. But we added a top 5 player from the portal in August. Like that's insane.
And I
This
mean,
team,
we're 8 days away from September, and we're talking
yeah,
recruiting. First off, whenever you texted me and the whole just the shock of it, okay, and I was like, all right, thank God, recruiting is over. Now we can move on to the actual games. We get football first,
yep,
basketball is going to come into play. And now we can actually watch what we've been talking about and not have to worry about these freaking commitments and all the NIL bull crap. I mean, I know like for next year's class, I know.
I'm to say because
I
hey,
know, I
Big
get
Blue
that.
Madness.
And that's what I got you for. I'm just talking for like the
For
lack
this season, yeah.
and the lack of having anything else to talk about in these shows. For anyone that listens to these shows or watches these shows from April to September, number one, I tried my hardest to make sure that we stayed consistent and put out some stuff that was interesting for y'all to watch and get creative. But now the fun stuff comes. We can watch the game and then react to it with emotions high. And there's going to be no better place to come and watch that than BBN Unfiltered.
Absolutely.
1,000%. What y'all got in the chat? What's going on in the chat? Quincy, I see you in here. For y'all 5K, for y'all runners, anyone in the Central Kentucky area, Quincy Burt got on our show this past week and promoted the 5K that the nonprofit organization that he works with is hosting, I believe, August 29th, the Fostering Hope 5K in Richmond, Kentucky, August 29th. I think me and my wife and maybe one or two of our kids are going to try to register if it's still open. So Quincy, if it is, let me know, and we're going to try to get that going. How fun was that show, by the way, Elijah?
That was really fun. I really enjoyed that show, man.
It was fun.
That was so much fun.
Yep. There you go. There's in the chat, guys. Fostering Hope 5K in Richmond, Kentucky on August 29th. Yeah.
Let's talk about what Mark Mitchell's going to look like for us next season and what we can kind of expect for as a part of this squad now.
Okay.
So Mark Mitchell coming off of his career high season is not going to have as much of a burden as he was literally the guy at Mizzou.
Yeah.
We're going to see a step down in his points per game for sure.
Yeah.
Have him averaging an estimated of 14.5 points per game. Don't think we can expect any much more than like 15.5 points per game from him.
Well, just like
he's
Terrence
just not
Jones,
going to be asked to do all of that.
right? Just like Terrence Jones, the volume won't be there. So yeah, expect that to go down. We have too many weapons. We have too many scorers out there to where it's going to be a more even offensive attack, and that's what you want. If you look at championship teams, that's what you see. You never, guys.
Exactly.
Go back and find me a championship team that had a guy that averaged 28 points a game, 25 points a game. Go find me one.
Doesn't happen.
Seriously, go find me one. In college, not the NBA, in college. You won't see it. You won't see it. You're always going to see a balanced attack with a very good defensive unit and guys that just mesh, and the chemistry is just boom, boom, boom. There's no question on whether those guys are there for their name on the back of the jersey or the name on the front. There's a common theme to all of that. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to see a more balanced attack. You're not going to have – there's going to be a night where Milan probably goes off for 28. Okay? But the averages are going to speak for themselves, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. But with Mark Mitchell, I think, like I talked about earlier, he's going to be asked to facilitate a lot when Malachi Moreno is not facilitating the basketball. And Zoom Diallo. Like you look at our starting lineup. Look how many facilitators we have now.
No. So we saw that backdoor pass that he threw in that highlight reel. Right. I mean, it had a little bit of that. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Amari Williams. It had that Amari Williams.
Yeah, it had some Amari on it.
Talk about someone who could just thread the needle in that backdoor pass. Amari Williams was vastly underrated when it came to that aspect.
Yes.
I mean, it was impressive. I mean,
Absolutely.
he was throwing dimes from that.
Just straight dimes.
The opposite direction. The basket's behind him, and he's just like, boom. Dude, that's tough. That's a
like
tough
it made
pass.
no sense. It's so tough.
It really didn't.
Oh my God. Like if there's two things that Mark Pope is going to ask Mark Mitchell to do, it's going to be facilitate and then go get his bucket when it's time to go get his bucket. And he is absolutely going to be able to do that. We now have, in my opinion, 3 guys in our starting lineup who can go get a bucket when they need to go get a bucket.
Yes.
Zoom Diallo, Alex Wilkins, and Mark Mitchell. 3 guys now. When they need to go get one, they're going to go get it. I don't know if I would call him like when you want to go get a bucket.
Elijah. Yes.
Like,
guys, the guy
in a one-on-one situation.
Yes. I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Okay, that's fine.
That's just me.
Okay.
I mean, the shots that the ability to create space. Now, he's not like it's a footwork. It's his footwork when he's going into his shot. He's very comfortable taking an off-balance shot with a hand in his face.
Yeah.
He wants that. So, and that's like the number one thing when it comes to going to get a bucket. Like, because if we're coming down to, okay, just go get us a bucket, we can't figure out anything else that's going to get us open and work. Well, then, dude, go ISO. Somebody go ISO. Milan can do it. Milan can do it. And when you're that good of a shooter, shooting a contested shot, then you have to consider him to be in that group, I think.
And now we have 3 guys as well who are going to be looking to drive, and we've got Milan on the outside. Well, whoever's driving, we got 3 other guys besides – I'm not counting Malachi as a shooter. We have 3 guys on the outside who could shoot the ball. So this is a scary lineup now. Like, having 3 guys who are legitimately want to go one-on-one situation to drive specifically, and then having – Milan on the outside, oh, Lord. We're going to have a game, I feel like, where Milan has 30 because our guys are driving and trying to get to the basket, and Milan's just on the outside, butt naked, open. So he's like –
There's going to be there's going to be more than one. There's going to be a handful of games where Milan just goes just for the lack of the defense being able to recover in a timely manner. So for you guys that may have been around and listened to any of my shows, post-game shows, last year's team was one of the worst teams I've ever seen when it came to their defensive rotations. It was awful. Nobody really knew what their rotations were, whether they were going to switch, whether they were going to hedge and get back, whether they were going to dig on the ball going down low to a big guy. The rotations were all over the place. This year's team, they're going to make almost every team that they play look like we did last year on defense, because I think that they're just not going to know which poison to choose. They're just not.
This is a lot more like the first year's team than it is last year's team. I will say that if you want to make comparisons in Pope's teams, this is a lot more like the first year roster than it is the second year. I would say Mark Mitchell he is not I think he is just as much of a threat at the three as Andrew Carr was.
Yeah,
And he has
that's
the
fair.
potential to be as good of a facilitator as Andrew was. However, he is much more of an offensive threat than Andrew Carr was. Like,
And more
that is
athletic.
one thing.
And more athletic.
Yeah, like, guys, and I love Lamont Butler. Lamont Butler was obviously better on the defensive end than Zoom Diallo is. I think Zoom Diallo has the opportunity to be better offensively. Alex Wilkins is, in my opinion, probably and definitely going to look better than Otegoe by the time he is done here. Like, offensively, Otegoe did not have a jumper at all. Like,
Yeah.
at
No, I think as far as like being skilled, having a skilled arsenal of being able to score, yeah, absolutely. I think Wilkins has the weapons as far as being able to shoot mid-rangers, being able to knock down threes. Like, he's not going to be that downhill, get to the rim kind of guy like Owe was, but he's going to be more of a creative SGA type scorer. Everyone calls him mini SGA, and for the right.
He's going to look a lot more like Rob Dillingham than he is Otega Owe. He is extremely shifty, you guys. He is not as shifty as Rob was, but he is SGA shifty. He is that type of level of when he wants to, he's going to break down a player and get his bucket, and it's going to look ridiculous. Yeah, we'll have an ankle breaker highlight tape by the end of the season.
Yeah. And like, great point. And you guys, you know what makes those guys so good and what they're so good at, to where watch their footwork. Watch their footwork when they are probing and getting into the paint. For those kinds of guys, the game is going slower in their head and their vision. It's almost like they see it in a little bit slower motion, because anyone who's never played at least high school basketball, you don't know how hard it is to where, like, you in your head you're attacking, but you're also reacting to how the defense is guarding you in the split second, in that split second moment. Like, for me, I couldn't do it. I was either gonna pop a three, or I was ripping through and I was gonna go to the rim and just bully and throw my shoulder into somebody and try to finish. Now, I got a little bit better at that in college, to where my vision got just slightly better, but I never had that. I never saw the game slow down when I was mid drive into the basket and going in to score. It's rare. It's rare. Otega didn't have that. Otega couldn't do that. It's a very rare tool to have, and a guard, and Alex Wilkins has it 1,000,000%.
I'll say I was the opposite of you in high school. If I was under pressure, that ball was going up, especially if I was at the three-point line. I swear to God, that ball was going up.
Don't get me wrong. I was a gunslinger, and if Quincy's still in here, he can verify. Man, I mean, I would let it launch from three, and that was obviously my specialty. And I was just more of a 2-level scorer when I got in college. But again, I was on a team in high school to where we had so many weapons. I didn't have to do all that much on the offense. We had so many different options.
Also, I was just 140 pounds and 140 pounds wet. So I was not attacking the rim at no way. And so if I was my wingspan, I could shoot over a lot of people. So listen, if you're on me and I'm at the three-point line and I'm feeling the pressure and the game's feeling a little bit too fast, listen, I'm just gonna bust it. I'm just gonna shoot over you.
Man. What's the worst that could happen? You miss the shot, you get yanked out and bust out.
Exactly. Worst thing is there was
a in my senior year, I think it was the first round of the region tournament. I got the ball, left corner, ripped, went baseline, and I saw this guy try to cut me off, and I just took off, and he jumped with me, and he kind of caught me underneath, and I went left-handed, finished it, and then fell straight on my back right here, right side lower back.
Oh,
And I was, dude, I'm telling you, I was hurt, and it was painful. And that was to the point to where, like, the next day we were going into region semis, and I could barely even move. Dude, I got acupuncture. My mom knew somebody.
oh my God.
They sent me up to this office, and they put out those little needles in my back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I'm 18 years old, and I'm just like terrified. I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? And they were like, don't move. Like, we're gonna lay you down. Do not move a muscle. So I didn't feel it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't move.
And then I like kind of halfway twitched, and I just felt like just like I was being stabbed in the lower back. So I didn't move it until it was over. Got up. It's gone. It was gone. Like all the pain. Immediately. Poof. Gone. It was crazy. But now I have like my lower back kills me like all the time now. I'm guessing because of that. I never rehabbed it or anything.
Probably.
It was insane. But, yeah, man. I mean, shoot. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I am too.
Let's hit foot. I mean, I'm super excited, obviously, for football season, but basketball season, guys.
If there was going to be a year, if there was going to be a year for Mark Pope, you guys, it would be this year. Like, this is the year. If Mark Pope is going to get it done, he's not going to get a better roster than this. I really don't think.
Don't say that. He could get a better roster. I mean, this is a great roster. This is a very talented roster. This is an old roster, but
this is the most experienced roster that he could get for success during March Madness.
Yeah. And I would say, like, you do what we think that you can do with this team, well, then recruiting is going to become a little bit easier each and every year.
Exactly.
Each and every year. We make a joke of this team, and it's a bust. Well, I mean, my answer would be, okay, hot seat. And I think a lot of you would be the same.
Yep.
Pressure's there. I think he can get it done. I just do. Will he? That remains to be seen, you guys. And we're going to be there with y'all every step of the way. But there's no excuse for this team not to make. First off, we should not have to show up in Nashville on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's start with that. We should be playing our first game on Friday, like we traditionally do.
Yes.
And we're going to be there in Nashville, and it's going to be a hell of a time. And I promise you.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not going to leave Nashville on Friday morning or Friday night because we don't make it to the weekend. It ain't going to happen. I'm speaking it into existence.
It's not happening.
I'm refusing to accept that that's even a possibility. But we got to get it done.
We have to get it done.
And these recruits, CJ Rosser, Louis Uvo, are going to be watching this team. They're going to be watching how these guys play. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can talk about them a little bit. Joe Tipton gave us a little bit of an update. So Joe Tipton talked about Reese Alston and CJ Rosser. He reaffirmed today that he still believes that they're going to commit in the fall, that they're not going to drag the process out any longer than the fall commitment period. He said that he doesn't say that we're leading, but we're in the best positions possible with Reese Alston and CJ Rosser. Louis Uwo is still extremely, extremely early. We need to get him on campus before I feel any type of way on how the.
Yep. Agreed. What else y'all got? We got about 10 minutes left. Anything else that we want to hit? And once again, I just want to reiterate, because I think it's a big deal. My guy, Elijah Burns, he texted me a minute after the announcement came out and gave us the news. And so he's been on it. He's been just in the nitty-gritty going at it as far as this commitment was going. And for you guys that are wanting to find out more about what he is going to specialize in, Elijah, primarily, he's really good with following recruiting, following and learning about these players that Kentucky is pursuing, what their processes look like, what their timeline is as far as their recruitment goes, and that's going to be where he shines, I think. And he's also gonna give us some information from some, I'm not gonna say inside sources, but some people that know some people, and we'll take it for what it's worth, and you're gonna get some similar news from other platforms. But will we put out some stuff that may or may not be true? At times, maybe so. And you guys have heard me. This is not a reporting podcast. This is a Kentucky sports fan base podcast with some knowledge of the game that we want to give it at least a little bit in an unfiltered way. But also we want to try to hit on some recruiting and some reporting when we get the information. Now, if I had all that stuff every day, well, then I'd be working for Kentucky as a credentialed media member. But that's not what we are. That's just not.
Yeah.
So if you're here for that, you might want to look for another podcast. I hope you don't, but if you want to, that's fine. I just want to put that out there in the clear.
And if there's one last thing I'll say,
yeah,
I would be on the lookout, guys. Now that we have our full roster, we are going to be getting official visits set for the fall with all of the players that we're talking to currently. For Big Blue Madness, I would specifically be on the lookout within the next month for an official visit from Reese Alston and Louis Uvo. We are working on getting another visit with CJ Rosser. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get it before Big Blue Madness.
Gotcha. I mean, Madness, shoot, we're like 5 weeks away. I feel like Madness is really early this year.
It is early this year, and it's because we have the exhibition games. So we're going to have players come to the exhibitions as well. We're going to have a few guys come to exhibitions. And I'm excited really just to see, recruitment videos this year. We did a really good job of recruitment videos last year, even though we didn't get any of the guys that we made videos for. But our production team, Davis Kirk over at UK Men's Basketball, the head producer for the men's basketball team, he does a fantastic job of all the edits. He's done a great job this summer, and I'm really excited to see what Davis does with these recruits. Oh, it's gonna look great, you guys. He does. I mean, we've seen what football has done this fall and this summer.
Yeah.
Just imagine what men's basketball is going to do with these recruits, guys.
It's really taken. It's night and day. It's been absolute night and day. And I asked for it back in the spring. I was like, all right, guys, it's off season. Let's hype these teams up. Let's build the momentum. Let's get the excitement up in the air. And because guess who else sees that? Recruits, high school kids.
The recruits.
Prospective players that we're going after. And they're like, man, that looks awesome. Like, it looks really cool to play at Kentucky, right? Like, I'm going to be highlighted and make it look like I am a legitimate all-star, all-American, whether you are or you're not. But if you're on the team and you're here playing for Kentucky, you know that's going to be a thing. And players want to see that. Players want to say, I've put out a couple tweets about football, and I've gotten some likes from our future QB, Jake Nalrot. So those guys, I mean, they're following. They're looking to see what comes out and trying to follow the platforms of the BBN, and they want to support it because they're excited to be a piece of it. So, yeah, I agree. I think it's a huge piece. It's a huge piece, and it makes us look like we're at that top level, which is where we should be. We're Kentucky, man.
Absolutely.
We're Kentucky. Couldn't think of
Can I
anywhere
say?
better to go
Can I
play.
say something?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
I know Jake Narod's dad likes your stuff on Twitter. I know Jake Narod does as well. Guys, I just moved down here from Chicago. Next time you're down here, I need some giardiniera. I need some Italian beef. They're from Chicago, Illinois. Listen, next time you come to, I need something. I'm dying down here, guys. They got nothing down here. No Italian beef, no giardiniera. Jake, I need you to hook me. I need you to bring down something, dog. Like I'm
See,
dying down here.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, man.
He doesn't know what giardiniera is. Oh no!
Fill me
Please,
in.
Jake.
Fill me in.
Okay, I'm posting this now. I'm posting that. We're gonna post this now. Bring
Okay.
down the giardiniera. Bring down some Italian beef. Portillo's. I know they do it. Oh my God, he doesn't know what giardiniera is. We're gonna do a tasting experience. Please bring it down.
I don't have an idea. No clue what you're talking about.
Oh my God, I can't wait now.
About some barbecue, and I didn't get a chance to go out there.
Yes.
I tried to go a couple times last week, but last week was crazy. It was just too crazy. I'm going to go at some point this week to BBN Food Market in Baghdad, Kentucky.
Yes.
Where you can find the best barbecue, brisket, ribs, pork chops, and just good old home Southern country cooking. It doesn't get any better than BBN Food Market. So we're gonna wrap that up, guys. And man, it's I told everyone we thought about doing the show last night. I said, you know what? Let's hold off until we get the official commitment. Let's hold off until we get because I didn't want to have like all the comparisons and play the highlights and then him not end up being here. So we held off last night.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pushed it to today. Didn't come out until 7:00. So, but I was ready to pull the trigger once it was announced. So we're gonna wrap that up. This was BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. Austin, Elijah, Mark Mitchell effect, big time show, basically an immediate reaction, and a little bit of player comparisons. Mark Mitchell to Terrence Jones, looked about what kind of offense and defense and just overall presence that Eminem times three. I mean, there's some we have to find a name for the trio of Eminems, I think.
No, if there is not an Eminem commercial with all three of them in it as M&Ms, and the NIL has failed. Like NIL has JMI has failed.
We've set them up for an absolute just banger. Eminem's needs it. Yeah,
like I'm not gonna BS you guys. Like this is like a $10 million NIL deal. Like this is a ridiculous deal that they
Quincy asked, "Where did I end up going to dinner?" So we ended up going to Bella Notte over there by the mall. It's been there forever in Lexington.
Yeah.
My wife has asked me to go there ever since we've been married, and I've always said no. And I have never even been there. I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't like it. And she goes, first off, this was like her late birthday. So I said, okay, you know what? It's your birthday celebration day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it out. We'll try it out. It was freaking amazing. It was awesome. We sat under like a big tree that had like lights like wrapped up around it, and it had like all the vibes going, and it was chill, and the food was incredible. Look, I got a big piece of bread left over, and dude, I'm about to munch on this as soon as I get done.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, it was great. I got a lot of good suggestions. I put that post up. I said, I just want to hear what people say and what they think. And I got a lot of the most common ones like Malone's and Tony's,
yeah,
Jeff Ruby's and all that. I'm telling you, man, Bella Notte. I mean, it was way better than I anticipated. I'll be honest. So I'm definitely gonna be going there again, without a doubt.
For sure.
Without a doubt. All right, y'all. This was BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. Make sure that you follow us here on YouTube. Follow and subscribe. We're also on Apple and Spotify. But follow our social media on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and I guess I'll say X, Twitter. I say Twitter because
Twitter.
I mean, it's Twitter, right? I mean, come on.
It is Twitter.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Guys, I love that y'all get on. I love the comments on Facebook, on all of our social media. Make sure that you like and share our stuff as much as you can. And if you do that, we truly appreciate it. We will end on playing the opening clip that we did, and there's nothing more appropriate. So let's see.
There isn't.
Uh-oh. Did I lose it? No, I didn't. Here we go.
God, I love